Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Monday, which means it's time for a 5x5. Now, if you don't know what a 5x5 is, the idea is very simple. I take 5 different topics. I spend 5 minutes talking about each topic. There is a countdown timer at the bottom of the screen. When the countdown reaches 0, I move on to the next topic. It's quick, it's snappy, you never know what you're going to get. And today I'm going to be doing something that has been requested many times, because I do a lot of 5x5 specials. I've done them on creators, I've done them on particular products, I've done them on a whole bunch of different stuff. And today I'm going to do the first of 3 5x5 specials on apps. Now, they're not going to come out week after week, but I'm going to, over the next few weeks, I'm going to do 3 specials on apps, because everybody loves apps. Right now, everyone's talking about apps, and I've been loving apps way back. I remember sitting down on the couch of the Wizard product review with the tech magician David Penn. He's the tech magician now, but back then, I was the guy going on about how apps are amazing, and he was like, yeah, whatever, let's move on. Obviously, that's all changed now, but I've been loving apps for a very long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, over the 3 app-related 5x5s that I'm going to do, I'm just going to talk about some of the apps that I really like, that I can recommend. I'm going to perform them and showcase them to you, because I think that having an app on your phone is awesome. It means that you're ready to perform anytime, anywhere. Sometimes you need something else with the app, but a lot of the time, all you need is the app and you're good to go. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is one of the newest apps that I have on my phone, which is something called Insta Prime. Now, I'm going to tell you about it right now, because when we get into the actual first 5-minute segments, I've got a feeling this is going to take a long time to perform. So basically what this is a new app that allows you to make it look... what's really nice about this is you don't need your phone. Obviously, there is an app on your phone, but you don't need your phone. You borrow the spectator's phone, and you open Amazon for them. You go onto their search bar and you type in Amazon, you go into the Amazon thing, and when they're in there, they make all the decisions, and you are able to force various pieces of information on them, which you can then reveal in a variety of different ways. And it's actually really nice. There's a lot you can do with this app. There's an awful lot you can do with this app. I'm going to show you a basic performance. The nice thing about this is there's multiple ways to pair the phone. I'm not giving too much away by letting you know that the phones are going to get paired. If you're doing this in a close-up situation, you just literally borrow their phone, you go onto their Safari, you open up the Amazon, and you give it them back. But you can do this virtually as well, and there's a couple of really clever methods that allow you to pair your phone with somebody, even if they're in a different country. So we're going to start off with that. Let's have a look at Insta Prime. This is app number 1. We're going to look at this first. Here we go. So like I said, this first one is called Insta Prime. It is really cool, and it's one of the only apps that I'm going to showcase to you today that you don't even need your phone with you. You could do this, like I never go anywhere without my phone, but you can actually do this without even having your phone with you. That's how cool this is. I'm going to perform it to Sarah behind the camera, and just to speed things up, because this might take quite a while, just to speed things up, I'm actually going to, I'm going to actually borrow her phone and open it up and get hers. I'm going to go into her Safari and just open up Amazon, then I'm going to give it back, and then we'll start the performance, just to speed things up a little bit. I've got to tell you guys, this is an incredible app to have on your phone. You can do it anytime you want to. You're good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at a live full performance of Insta Prime right now. Okay, so just to catch you guys up, I've literally just borrowed Sarah's phone for a second, and she's behind the camera, but I've opened up Amazon on your phone. Can you confirm that I haven't done anything else? All I did is open Amazon on your phone. Is that right, Sarah?
Yeah.
So you are now looking at your favorite website, that place that you buy all of your stuff from, Amazon. So here's what I want you to do, Sarah. Can you do me a favor? I would like you to search for a product. You can search for any product, anything you want to. Just do a search in the search bar. Tell me when you've done that and you've got the results in front of you.
Okay, yeah.
Have you got the results in front of you? So there's a whole bunch of, when you search for something, it comes up with lots of different options. Pick one of those products and open it up. No, it doesn't really matter. I don't want to know anything. Make sure I don't see the screen either. Okay. And tell me when you've opened up one particular product.
Yeah.
You've opened it up.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Obviously, there's a description of the item. It's not really so much about what you've searched for. We're going to make it completely random. We're going to go down to the reviews. So go down to the reviews, scroll down on your phone, and when you get there, tell me.
Yeah.
There's probably a few different reviews, but we're just going to pick the first review.
Okay.
Now, there's no way I could know what that review is. I'm not looking at your phone. Not only am I not looking at your phone, but I mean, you could have searched for anything. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the star rating. Obviously, on Amazon, you can give something a rating from 1 to 5 stars. Let's start with the star rating. Concentrate on the star rating. Okay, that's instant. I'm seeing a 5. It's a 5-star rated product.
It is, yeah.
That's interesting. I'll tell you what. Let's look at the name of the reviewer. There's normally a name of the reviewer. Is there a name?
There is.
Is that sometimes people leave just their first name? Other times people leave their first and last name. Is it both names?
This is the full name, yeah.
Full name. Okay. Let's try the initials. Are there more than 2 names, or is it just 2 names?
Just 2 names.
Just 2 names. Okay, let's try the initials. Is it concentrate on the first one? I need to imagine that you're in a cinema, and on the cinema screen are the initials right there in front of you. What colour are the initials?
Green, I think.
Green. Okay, so that tells me it's a male person. Is that right?
It is.
That's psychology. Green and purple and blue tends to be male. Okay, so it's a male person. Let's go with the initials. So the first initial is a... Is it an R?
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
It's not. And the surname, is it a C?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can expand it. Imagine in your mind the initials on that cinema screen open up and you see the whole thing. I'm seeing Russell Christopher. Is that right? Russell Christopher?
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, obviously, Russell's left a review. And there's always a title to the review, which is in bold. Do you see the title?
I do.
Okay. There's 5 words, isn't there?
Yes.
Is it the best I've ever seen?
Yes.
That's pretty crazy, right? And obviously you've got the review underneath, and I have a look at the whole review, and it mentions a phrase second to none. Is that right? And
the quality, yeah.
Yeah, and the last 2 words, is it something like highly recommended?
Yes.
That's interesting. I said, let's see if we can go one step further, because obviously that's a bit weird. Let's see if we can go one step further. If you keep scrolling down past the reviews, you get to another section where it's kind of like hot products or featured products or something like that. Do you see something like that?
Hang on then, there's quite a few reviews on this. What did you say? Suggested?
Like suggested products or
yes.
hot?
Yeah, got it.
See that, yeah. Okay, what I want you to do, there's a whole bunch of selected products. I couldn't possibly know what they're suggesting, but click on the first product.
I have, yeah. It's not related to the thing I chose then.
No. They're just suggesting it based on your search history. I think.
Okay,
Imagine.
okay.
So, okay. So you're doing that. Okay. This is interesting. You see it right there in front. Okay. So this is a DVD set. Is this?
Yes.
More than one DVD. Your heart's starting racing a little bit. Is that because it's a? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is a DVD set, and there's an actor in it that you find sexy. David Boreanaz. This is the complete box set for Bones. Is that right?
It is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next app we're going to be looking at is called ACAAT, which stands for Any Card at Any Time. Now, everybody loves ACAAN. ACAAN is one of the most popular plots amongst magicians, where someone names a card, someone names a number, and the card appears at that number. Myself and Rylan reviewed this a few months ago now on our review show. I raved about it. Since then, I've been doing it in gigs all of the time. There's many, many different ways that you can actually perform this routine. I'm going to show you the way that I like performing it at gigs, which is really the most simple, basic method. Now, I will tell you that you are going to need a deck set up in a stacked deck order. I use mnemonica. Now, that's fine with me because I use mnemonica all the time. I carry a deck stacked in mnemonica with me, so I'm always ready to do this anytime, anywhere. However, you don't need to know mnemonica, so you don't need to know a memorized deck. You just need to have a memorized deck with you. So the routine I'm doing, I use 2 packs of cards. I use my mnemonica deck and I use a regular deck. I'll take the deck that I've been using for other routines. At the very beginning, I'll give them my mnemonica deck. I'll say that's going to be my big finish. I'll do whatever I'm doing. I'll say let's do one last thing, and I'll go into this routine. So it's worthwhile you knowing that you will need to have a deck stacked in mnemonica to do any of the routines with this. However, you do not need to know the stack. The routine I'm performing for you right now, the phone does all the work for you. It's very, very clever. It's really awesome. And it's a very clean ACAAN as well. So let's have a look at ACAAT. We'll do a full performance. Okay, Sarah, we're going to do something with my phone, which you're going to be using in a minute, and 2 packs of cards. I'm going to tell you right now, this rather swanky Blake Voigt Abracadabra deck. This is going to, yeah, it's nice, isn't it? This is going to be our kind of prediction deck. So I've made a prediction in there.
Yeah.
This is our deck that we're actually going to be using, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And we'll give them a few cuts. Now, you get to name a card. You can have any card you want to. Which card would you like?
Any. Okay, let's go with something that I don't usually choose. Let's go for the King of Hearts.
Are you sure? That's Ryland's favourite card.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Can't believe you don't know your son's favourite card, but okay.
I don't have a favourite card, sorry.
That's okay. Are you cool with that, yeah?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. This is all based around the timer. You see the clock app up there. That's You
Yeah.
obviously know how an iPhone timer works. The idea with the timer is very, very simple. When you hit start, it starts the timer. And guess what happens when you hit stop? It stops the timer. It's quite clever, really, when you think about it. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to start the timer. When I say go, you're going to start the timer, and I'm going to try and deal through the cards and find your... What was your card, the King of Hearts?
Yeah.
And we're going to see how fast we can find it. As soon as I've found it, I want you to hit stop. So I'm going to put that there. So all you have to do is hit start and stop.
Okay.
You're going to tell me when to go. When you say go, I'm going to start dealing, and obviously you start the timer. And then when you say stop, when I say stop and I found the King of Hearts, stop dealing. Stop the timer. You know what I mean? Yep.
Go.
Okay, so here we go. Sudden realisation of what do I do if there's no King of Hearts in the deck. Don't worry, it's okay. It's seamless. It's seamless. I'm super fast at dealing. Hang on a minute. Get ready, because... there, stop! Okay. How long did that take me?
19 seconds.
Okay, 19... Can the camera see that? 1919.
1916.
1916. And so what? Add up 19 and 16 altogether. What's 19 plus 16, Sarah? A little math question there for you.
Don't ask me math questions.
Well, 19 plus, let's round it up,
35.
35 exactly. And I couldn't have possibly known what card you were going to pick, and therefore I couldn't have possibly known how long it was going to take me to deal to that card. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
But this deck of cards was here from the very beginning.
It was.
And this was a prediction. And I said there was a prediction here.
Right.
Correct?
Go on, yeah.
Let me just open these cards, which you can see that the cards have been here the whole time. And you could name any card. You named the King of Hearts. And randomly, and I didn't have any control over that, but we came to a random number, which is 35, right? Mm-hmm. Let me just deal 35 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're looking for the King of Hearts, by the way. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. The 35th card, you could have named any card. You named the King of Hearts. It could have stopped at any point, but it stopped at 1916, which adds up to 35, and the 35th card in this deck is the King of Hearts. Okay, so the next app we're going to be looking at is the Architect of Predictions, or TAP as it's known. And I tend to find that this app is very underground. I don't see many people doing this. And I think one of the reasons is this is a more expensive app compared to the other stuff that I'm actually showing you today. But it is absolutely killer. Now, what's really nice about this app is it allows you to basically predict anything. And the concept behind it is you ask someone to make a series of choices depending on the routine that you're doing, and then what will happen is this will, when you open up your phone, in your photo album, the last photo that you took is a photo that displays the prediction of whatever it is that the person's choosing. And you can actually have that time stamped to a particular date if you want to. So you can actually show that it was taken yesterday or last week or last month or wherever it is. I was sitting down with John Carey a little while ago, filming for Netflix, and he'd never heard of this app, and I showed it to him and he downloaded it immediately. So yeah, I mean, it's a really, really, really cool app. It really is. Now, one of the nice things about this is there's so many different ways you can use it. I think it's worth saying that the first thing is, if you know David Penn and you know his Pi project, which I reviewed on a review show special, this actually is linked into that. So you can actually use this and have a prediction, a photo prediction that links in with David's routine, which is really clever. It comes preloaded with a whole bunch of projects. It's got a really nice ACAAN where somebody names a card, somebody names a number, and the card that they name is at the number that they name, or there's a picture of the card, and then there's a piece of paper that they've written down the number that it would appear on. You can literally use this for anything. The sky's the limit. You can make your own projects. Like I say, it comes preloaded with a whole bunch of projects, but I think one of the things about this is its versatility. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform a very simple routine with this. This is like a magic square. I love Magic Square. I reviewed Sudoku 2.0 by Miles Thornton a little while ago, which I think is great. I just want to show you that this isn't just about playing cards. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how you can use this app to do a Magic Square by having someone name a number and then showing that a picture that you took earlier on that day is a picture where you actually predicted the number that they would pick, and you actually created a magic square as well, which is a really nice way of doing it. But like I say, this is just the icing on the cake, because there are so many other ways of using the architects of prediction. It's one of the strongest apps that you'll see, and once you download it, you'll kind of get really carried away and coming up with ideas and coming up. I'm always thinking up new projects. I've got one of Ryland holding a prediction. Anyway, let's have a look at a full performance. So Sarah, we're going to try and do something. I made a prediction earlier on today. I went into my office and I took a picture. It's actually in my camera roll. It's the last picture I took. It's something that I think is going to happen between you and me. I'm going to show you that picture in a minute. But before I do, could you name a 2-digit number for me?
Yeah.
What 2 digits would you like?
45.
Would you like to change your mind, or are you okay?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, I'm going to just unlock my phone here. And what I want you to do is, you see up here with the photo album, yeah? I said it was the last photo taken. Do you see? There's lots of pictures of me because I'm sexy. Do you see the last photo right there?
Yeah.
Look at this. I actually took a picture and I wrote at the bottom 45. Which is the number that you named. Can you see that? Is that showing up okay?
I can, yeah.
But here's the interesting thing. I wrote a grid of numbers at the top. Do you know what that grid of numbers means?
It's like a magic square.
It's a magic square, but check this out. Look at this. I mean, this is incredible. 20 plus 6 is 26. Plus 12 is 39. Plus 7 is 45. You go 8 plus 11, which is 19. Plus 21 plus 5 is 45. 18 plus 4 is 22. Plus 9 is 31. Plus 14 is 45. 10 plus 13 is 23. Plus 19 plus 3 is 45. Every single vertical column, but also horizontal. 20 plus 8 plus 14. Every single horizontal, but also diagonal. 20 plus 11 plus 4 plus 10, 45. Yeah. 3 plus 9 plus 21 plus 12, 45. In fact, the centre four numbers as well. 11 plus 9 is 20, plus 21 is 41, plus 4 is 45. In fact, take the four corners. 20, exactly. Yeah. In fact, take any four squares. Take any four squares anywhere at all on that grid, and you will find there's over 100 different ways of adding up to 45. Not only did I predict the number 45 that you would name by taking a picture of it earlier on today, but I also predicted it and worked out 100 different ways of coming to 45, and I think that's pretty damn good.
That's pretty good.
Okay, this is the app that I've probably been using the longest. I've been using this app for, my God, ever since I had an iPhone, I've been using this app. This app allows you, when I first bought this app, you could get a folded up card to appear inside a phone, and that's it. They've since expanded it, and pretty much any object, with the Pro Edition, any object you could possibly imagine can appear inside a phone, like anything, coins, bills, cards, any card you could possibly imagine, Bic lighters, everything. I mean, there's literally hundreds of things that can appear inside there. Now, if you've seen my Murphy's at the Table lecture, I do a routine with this app that combines the app with card to pocket, a card change, card under phone. I've got a few different ways of doing that. Obviously, I'm not standing up, and that's designed as a stand-up performance. So I'm going to do a sit-down version of that, where just to show you kind of the versatility of this. The whole idea is that this allows you to have a Mercury folded card appear inside a phone that you've been using throughout. So you could just use this as a kicker or as a finale to your ambitious card, or to your card in the box, or your card in pocket, whatever you want to do. And that's absolutely a great way of doing it. Or you can do it where you're combining it into a routine. So I'm going to show you how you can combine it into a routine now. I'm going to kind of do some card in the box moves, and I'm going to do some ambitious card moves, sync it into the phone, and then you'll see the actual finale where it looks like the folded up card goes into the phone. It's a really cool app. I've been doing this about 10 years, and it's a real workhorse. I highly recommend it. Okay, so I've got a pack of cards and I've got my phone, okay? I'm going to show you something with a pack of cards and show you something with my phone. Now, you can pick any card that you want to, so I'm going to go through the deck. Just say, is there one that you... Yeah, which one would you like?
Let's go for that 3 of spades.
3 of spades, am I? Anywhere near? Ah, there we go. There we go. You happy with the 3?
Yeah.
So it needs signing. Am I okay to sign it for you?
Go on then.
So we'll put a Sarah on there. And we'll also put a Petty on there. Very, very good. Now, I'm going to show you something kind of really weird with my phone, because modern technology is a wonderful thing. You can get apps for absolutely anything. Like, you can get apps for absolutely anything. And magicians can get apps these days as well to find people's playing cards. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Would you like to see how this works?
Okay, I'm intrigued. Okay.
I'm going to give the cards a shuffle, and this app is voice activated, which means that it's always running. It's in the background constantly, and it's very, very easy to find someone's card immediately. So, say for example, the Ace of Hearts. That wasn't your card, was it?
No.
All I have to do is put the deck onto here like this, and I say find Sarah's card, and what happens is that card will immediately come right there to the top of the pack. Now, it's kind of really weird. I mean, it's crazy how it works, but maybe you didn't realise what was going to happen, so I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take that 3, and you can see it right there, yeah? I'm going to put it in the middle of this half, and I'm going to put this half in the middle of this half, so it goes really right there into the middle of the middle of the middle. Now, I'll show you it's not on top. It's not on top. It's also not on the bottom. I can actually do this face up so you see it happen. Would you like me to do that for you?
Yeah.
See, all I have to do, the 6, that wasn't your card, was it? No. All I have to do is say, find Sarah's card, wave the 6 over the phone, and when I do, it turns into your card. It works every single time. I mean, it's so weird, it really is. No way. I'll put that card down in the middle of the deck one more time, and I'll take a different card. This time we'll use the 6 of spades again, which is kind of weird, but there you go. I'm going to put that right there. That would go onto your hand. Okay. I put the phone on top. This time, just say, find my card.
Me?
Yeah.
Find my card.
And you're not going to believe this, but now, right there, it's actually turned into your card.
No way.
Every time you do it, say it again, find my card.
Find my card.
A little bit louder.
Find my card.
That's too loud. You know what happens when you do it that loud?
No.
Every single card except for your card disappears. It goes underneath the phone. It's kind of, it's very sensitive when it comes to that sort of thing. But there's a big finish. Obviously, there is one other thing that this app does, and I'm going to show you what that is. You would hold this phone in between your hands at this point.
Right.
And I would take the card, and I would lose the card down in the middle of the deck. And I would tell you to put your hand over the cards like this, so there's no way I could cheat. So you would do that for me. And then I would ask you one more time to say, find my card. And then this time, what you would do is you would unlock the phone. And you're not going to believe this, but look at that. There is a folded up card right there now, underneath the screen of the phone. Yeah. There is a folded up card, and you're not going to believe this. Let me see if I can grab that out. Check this out. There's a folded up card right there, and that would be your card with your name on it. So the final app we're going to be looking at today is Timeline. And the question is, what is Timeline? Well, if anybody has watched Britain's Got Talent and they saw Sean Hayden's audition on Britain's Got Talent, you'll know what Timeline is. It's basically a way of making the audience think that you've travelled back in time. Now, I have been using this app for a long time in so many different ways. I'm going to show you a very basic way of doing it now. But I mean, if you check out some of the Magic Lives that I've done over the past few months and years, you'll see that I've got so many different ways of doing this. But basically, the whole concept of it is, you can allow a spectator to name a few minutes back in time. How long do you want to go back in time? They give you a number, and you can make it look like your phone has gone that many minutes back in time. What's really nice about this app is when you've gone back in time that far, if they check their phones or their iWatches or their tablets or whatever, and they look at their phones, they'll realise that all of their phones have gone that far back in time as well. It's a genius concept. It really is. It plays on a big stage and it plays close up. So I'm going to be using it in the conjunction of a Triumph here. So it works really well with the Triumph, having, and you'll see that in a minute. But other ways that you can use this, you can use it with a deck of cards being shuffled. You can use it with an ambitious card. So what will happen is the card keeps going back in time by coming to the top of the deck. I love the idea of taking a deck of cards, shuffling it, giving it a thorough shuffle, and then going back in time to when all of the cards were in new deck order. If you know Hollywood, which is the new routine by Hansen Chen, where a deck of cards goes back in time until it's a wooden block, you can kind of combine it with this. Now, I have had magicians say to me in the past that when you're using it for a triumph, which is what I'm going to show you in a minute, it's a bit discrepant, because if somebody names 5 minutes and you've only gone 2 minutes back in time, but honestly, no layman ever thinks that. No layman ever says to you at the end, you know what, at 5 minutes back in time, it shouldn't have been face up in the deck, it should have been in the box or whatever. Nobody ever says that. It's just a really cool presentational hook. So what's lovely about this particular app, it allows you to take routines that you already do. It allows you to take concepts that you already do, whether it be coin magic or card magic or whatever. Imagine making a watch disappear and appear back on your wrist. Imagine doing a coin routine and having the coins disappear and you go back in time to when they're all inside the purse that you got them out of. So many different ways of using this, and it allows you to just kind of improve on it with this wonderful app. So let's have a look at it right now. So Sarah, did you know that I can travel in time?
No.
I'm like Marty McFly and like Doc. I really am.
Okay.
Doc Brown. I'll prove it to you with the deck of cards. All right?
Yeah.
52 playing cards. They're all there. They're all different.
Okay.
And you're going to grab one of these cards. So as I go through, just say stop.
Stop.
Perfect. That one right there, yeah?
Yeah.
So the 6 of diamonds.
Okay.
I want you to remember this moment in time where the card is face up in the deck that's face down. Can you remember that for me?
Okay.
Very important. Very good. And you're happy with the 6 of diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. I'm going to leave the card down in the center of the deck. I'm going to give the cards a few cuts just to make sure it's lost. And I will give them a shuffle as well. Now, obviously the card's in there, but I'm going to do something very special with this deck. Not only am I going to cut the cards and shuffle the cards, but I'm going to give them a really special shuffle. I'm going to take half the cards face up, half the cards face down, and I'm going to shuffle the cards face up into face down. There's a technical term for this. It's called a mess. Because if you look at it, you've got some cards face down, you've got some cards face up. And as I push the cards together, you can see that the cards are going face up into face down, right?
Yeah.
So that when I cut through the cards, you can see there's cards back to back, there's cards face to back, there's cards face to face. And as I continue to cut, they continue to get more and more and more mixed up. Now, I'm going to try and go back in time. And I'm going to try and fix this whole situation by going back in time. Now, how many minutes back in time would you like me to go?
5 minutes?
Are you sure?
Well, it's a 5 by 5, so 5 minutes.
Five, it makes sense, right? So we're on 6:57 at the moment. People know when we're filming this right now, 6:57.
Yeah.
I want you to watch right there, because if I just snap my fingers, look at this. We start to go back in time, 6:56, 65, 6:52. We've gone 5 minutes back in time. Sarah, check your phone, check your time.
Yeah.
Is it now 6:52? We genuinely have gone 5 minutes back in time. And 5 minutes ago, we hadn't shuffled the cards face up into face down. In fact, approximately 5 minutes ago, I asked you to remember a point in time where there was one card face up and the rest of the deck face down, and that was your card. Okay, guys, that is another 5 by 5 in the bag. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this app special. Do you want me to do another one? I'm planning 3 because there's quite a few really strong apps that I use in my act. So I am planning another couple of them. There's so many that I haven't even touched on yet. So if you'd like me to do another one of these, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to see another video on apps, go check out my digital force bag video. That was a really cool video that I did where I did a deep dive into the digital force bag app and all the different things that you can do with it. Other than that, if you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I'm going to be back again tomorrow on Tuesday with the Talk Magic at 9 o'clock, a shorts at 2 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock I'm going to do a Magic Live. I'll see you then. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV.